Hi, this is gonna be the second video for the lab 4, which is the Newton's second law. I might also have a third one because I don't want to have these long. Now, you can go here to the home page where you are going to find the lab instructions here. And these are modified. They are the same ones that I have shared with you in the first video. Also, here is the rubric that I have shared with you, and hopefully this is after I have modified the points. Then you're gonna find that this is the updated one. Okay, now when I go to Beyond Lab Z, you're gonna hit open the physics. Okay, and it's gonna open and like give you the options for worksheets, forces and interactions. Okay, and then here this is in Newton's second law, and then this is gonna be the start, the beginning. Start virtual physics and select Newton's second law from the list of assignments. The lab will open in the mechanics laboratory. The laboratory will be set up with a ball on the table. This is the ball here. Attached to the ball is a rocket used to push the ball across the table. There is no friction. In this experiment, you will collect position and velocity data as the ball moves across the table. Then you will make position and velocity graphs, and I will show you how to do that. Now, click on the red. This is very important. Can you see this here? Okay, let me get rid of this here. I have something. Okay, can you see this recording here? Okay, can you see this is the recording here? When I remove that. Okay, can you see this here? Recording. Okay, then I have started recording because I want to save my data. And then start the ball rolling by clicking on the force button. This is here. Okay, now by default is going to take the force to be 10 Newton and the mass to be 2 kilograms. And it will stop automatically when the ball has reached the end of the table. We will see later the link that is going to have the data. I will show you that later. Now, after that, I'm going to click reset to reset the experiment back to the beginning. And then you are going to hit these parameters here. Okay, now for the first part, I said we're gonna change the forces. Then don't change anything in the object. The object here is 2 kilograms. I will leave it. And then I will go here to something called forces. And then here, I'm gonna make this 20. Okay, now I'm gonna start recording again. And then I'm gonna hit the force again. This is for 20. All right. Now, after that, this is again, I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna change the force here into 30. Okay, and I'm gonna hit recording, and then I'm gonna hit the force again. All right, then now here, when I go to the lab book here, I should have 3 data sets. Okay, this is the first set of data. If you will copy and then go to Excel here. Okay, I'm gonna here copy that, paste it here. I'm gonna say F, before I forgot, equals 10 in newtons, and comma, mass, lowercase, equal to kilograms. Okay, and what I will do is I'm gonna have that here. This is center and what is called merge. Okay, so that this is a title here. I will go back to this here, taking the second set of data. All right, and then copy. And I will move to Excel again. And here I'm gonna come and paste, and then here I'm gonna say force equals 20 in newtons, M equals 2 kilograms again. And then here I'm gonna choose these here so that this is my title. Okay, merge, and that is okay. The last one is gonna be this set of data. I'm gonna copy and then go again to Excel, where I'm gonna get my data here. And again here I should label, oh, what I did, let's this one also. I want to make them on the same level here, then cut, and then here paste again. Okay, I need, oh, did I paste the last one? Wait, let me look. No. Okay, then here I need to copy this again because I did work with. Okay, then this here is going to be my last set, which is F equals 30 in newtons, and the mass is 2 kilograms. And I will again merge and make it. I don't know why when I pasted wrong like this. Okay, then I'm gonna cut that. And all right, now according to the instructions, then here I transfer the data tables to an Excel sheet. And remember, these the same data files, the 3 files that you are going to export to your Word document, which is the formal lab report. And label each table with the magnitude of the force and the magnitude of the mass. Now I'm gonna graph 3 graphs on the same graph, and just here, look what I'm gonna do. Position versus time graphs for all. I'm gonna have these here. Okay, I'm gonna insert. Okay, this is the first graph. Okay, can you see it here? This is position versus graph, and verify that your Y is the displacement and your time is the horizontal. I don't want to move from this screen. I will move my graph, of course, to another sheet, but I want to add another graph. I'm gonna say here, add, select data, and then I'm gonna say here for the name for this one, F equals 10 in newtons, and M equals 2 kilograms. And then here I'm gonna add force equals 20 in newtons, M is 2 kilograms. And now, Okay, I added another like using that add. Okay, then I'm gonna use for the second one the time. Okay, here for my X, and for the Y I'm gonna use the Y here, from here all the way. Okay, and then here I can say, okay, let me show you the graph. See, now I have my second graph. I'm gonna add another graph, select data again. Now I need to click on that add. Can you see this add? And then this one is going to be F equals, now it is 30 newtons, and then the mass is 2 kilograms. And again, I'm going to say equal. Okay, and then I will go to my third set of data. This is going to be my time. And for the Y, I will go and this is my R. And then I'm gonna say, okay, now look here, I have 3 nice graphs in here. Okay, I now can say the following. I can move chart to a new chart. Here I'm gonna say position versus time graphs, and I'm gonna have them here. I'm gonna choose one of these layouts so that I will say here, I'm gonna show you for this here how again I'm gonna, here I will say position meters, and here time seconds, and the chart title is position versus time graphs. And here you're gonna say constant mass. Okay, this is not constant, constant mass. Okay, and okay, we're gonna, for like all the or you know, we're gonna add trend line. This is not gonna be, it's gonna be a polynomial. I want you to display, although we will not use it, but it's good to have it here. Okay, for the second one, I'm gonna say also a trend line is gonna be polynomial 2, and again display the equation, and I'm gonna move it to be here. And for the last one also, I'm gonna add a trend line, is gonna be polynomial, and then I will have my display my equation here. All right, doing this, I'm done with my this is number 10, 3 graphs, 3 position versus time. Okay, I forgot here. Okay, it's missing the time. A position versus time graph of the above attempts on the same graph as was instructed in the video. And also for number 11, we're gonna do the velocity. Then I'm gonna go back to my data here, and now I will graph the velocity. I will, okay, the way I'm doing it usually is I will choose my velocity here, velocity total. Can you see it here? I did choose it. And then I'm gonna say insert, again scatter plot, but also I want to be sure that I have my data correct, then I'm gonna say select data, and again here I'm gonna say F equals 10 newtons, and again M equal 2 kilograms. And for the X, I know that I want to have the time. Okay, just 1 second. I want to have the time. What's wrong? Let's move this here. Okay, for the time. Okay, then this is my first one, and that is going to be a straight line. Okay, I want to move it down because otherwise it's gonna cover my data. I will do again add another graph. Then the second one is gonna be now F equals 20 in newtons, and then M equals 2 kilograms. And for the X, I'm gonna say equal, and then I'm gonna go to the second set of data. I'm gonna use the time for it, and I will use also, I will go to the velocity here. I will choose the velocity, and then I'm gonna say okay. Then now look here, I have the second graph. Now also I'm gonna click again, select data, and then I'm gonna say here equals, okay, add 30 in newtons, and that is gonna be, the mass is 2 kilograms. And then my X values, they are going to be the time, and also I want to get my velocity here, all, and then I'm gonna say okay. Now I have my 3 graphs here. I will also move to the chart, and here I'm gonna say velocity versus time graph. Okay. Okay, and now of course you're gonna submit. Of course this Excel file should be submitted. Don't forget, the Excel file should be submitted as well. 2 files are needed for this submission. Okay, now let me here, of course, again, you're gonna do the same, the title and the thing. And also I will, okay, here, I need to trend line. What's wrong? Okay. What's wrong with my thing in here? A trend line, and that of course linear. I'm gonna display the equation on the, okay, then these here we're gonna use them again. I'm gonna show you now why, what's wrong, what we are going to do. And here a trend line for the second one, it is linear, and display the equation. This is for the one here, and this is the third one, a trend line, and that is going to display. Okay, now if you look at the equations here, these are velocity versus time graphs. The slopes here, they're gonna represent the acceleration. Then under the table, under calculations, you are going to list the values. This is for A1. What is the value for A1? What is the value for A2, the acceleration? And of course, is the slope. What is the value of the acceleration? Because finally, you will graph the force. Remember, for this one, the force was 10. And then you have the acceleration. And for the second one, you have the force, which is 20, and you have the acceleration. For the third one, you have that, the force was 30, and you have the acceleration. Then you are going to prepare a new table under calculations, and this is what is you are going to use to graph the force versus acceleration, which is in number 14, part 1. And using the slope, you will calculate what is really the mass of the ball. And finally, for part 1, you're going to calculate the percent difference between the theoretical, which is 2, and what you are going to get from the force versus acceleration lab. All right? Then again, this is a formal lab report. You are going to submit 2 files. One of them is the Excel file, and the other one is the, the formal lab report, which is a Word document. Okay, I'm gonna see you in a little bit in video 3.